Hi guys. In this episode of Ray Decay, I'm gonna be finishing off my reaction to GAHO's Fireworks album, with the final four songs of the album that I'm gonna be reacting to being High, Crush, Friend, and Like the Moon. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really expecting any of these songs to be as good as the two songs with the music videos that we checked out in the previous episode, because those were very much seemingly title tracks that were put into this album as B-sides because they were released previously as singles or something along those lines. At least I think that's the case. I don't know. I haven't really uh, searched it up and looked it up and investigated. So I'm not really expecting those songs to be anywhere as good as those, but I still hope, and I think they're gonna be overall good. So without further ado, let's get into the reaction and find out whether that's going to be the case. Although, before we get into it, I just want to quickly tell you that I want to give a huge thanks to my good friend Yuri for requesting me to check out GAHO's B-sides and just simply introducing me to GAHO, because I love GAHO's music. He's so damn good. So thank you, Yuri, for requesting me to check out GAHO in the first place. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the first song of these, that being High, in 3, 2, 1. His songs always start so uniquely. Okay, take your time, it's not like you have only 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Is this a song about getting high? Because it really sounds like it. It really sounds like a song he wrote when he was high. But I like it. It's unique. Like, there's one thing about his music. It's goddamn unique. And interesting. Yeah, literally the way he sings high and wise sounds so much like he's on weed. That's just funny to me. I gotta say, I'm starting to get a little disappointed by the sheer difference in quality, for lack of a better term, between his music video songs, aka the title tracks, and the B-sides. Which is not really something unique to him, like it's not like, oh, he's the artist with the biggest difference in those songs' quality, because like every single group or artist, B-sides are usually worse than the title track. But I'm just disappointed because even though the B-sides are still interesting and unique and engaging, I don't really have the urge to really listen to them again outside of the first song. Every single other one was like cool, interesting, I like it, but I don't really care for listening to it again, you know? It hasn't managed to surpass that bar, is what I'm trying to say. A lot of these B-sides haven't. And it's such a shame because I really liked Part-Time Lover and Ride so much. And I don't want those two songs to be the only ones that I'm gonna add to my playlist. I want more, you know? Yeah, I don't know. In terms of a rating for this one, I guess I'm going to give it an 8.8 out of 10. Because it's an interesting song, it's a funny song, it's a unique song, so I like it, but I just don't really care for listening to it again. It's still good. Like, it still has his talents all over it, but yeah, I don't know. I just ultimately don't really care about it. And that is gonna be the case for a lot of these B-sides. Like, I like the way they sound, I like how unique they are, but I don't really think a lot of them surpass my barrier for entry for me to listen to them again. The title tracks, the music video songs, Part-Time Lover and Ride definitely did, but I don't really think any of the B-sides have. But I still enjoy them, you know, they're still more interesting than your average B-side. So it's not all bad. And like, if you enjoy them, that's just fine, that's just my opinion, you know. So yeah, now let's get into the next song, that being Crush, in 3, 2, 1. And also, there's the fact that I'm only reacting to these songs once, because I don't really have the time to react to them twice. So maybe after a few more listens they would be better, but I don't have the time for it. Okay, it seems like this one's gonna be a ballad.
어딜 그리 급하게 가는 걸까 누굴 만나려고 항상 똑같은 내가 바란 대로 흘러가지는 않아 항상 똑같은 내가 바라보는 그때는 어딜 보나요 그냥 그렇게 그 자리에 있어줘요
Yeah, I feel like you can already see it in my reaction that I'm kind of bored by this song. I kind of started to let my mind wander. And I'm also a little burned out, considering I've reacted to 14 songs already today. So yeah, this one is definitely too low energy for me. But I have to react to every single one of these songs. You can still see his, or hear his skills as a vocalist though. Man, I wish there was something like Kingdom, but for soloists. That would be so cool to have. Because we have for girl groups and for boy groups, but we don't have for soloists. Although I guess I don't know really how that's gonna work, because you have to be an all-rounder for it to work, considering all the things that they cover in it. Okay. So this song is not bad again. Like I've said many times, just because I don't like a song, it doesn't mean it's bad. Just because I have criticism to art doesn't mean I hate it. So please don't take it like that. I was just bored by this song. because it's not my thing. I don't like these kind of slow songs. It's still good because there wasn't anything about it that felt out of place, and I still saw a couple of good moments in which I really liked the way GAHO sings. But overall, I just don't really care about the song just because it's so boring to me. I don't mean that it's a bad song, it's not my thing. I repeat, again, it's just not my thing. That's why, in terms of a rating, I think I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Because if you're into these kind of songs, this is a really good song in my opinion. Especially coming from GAHO, it's a really good song. You're definitely gonna enjoy it. But me, nah, it's just not my thing. So let's just move on to hopefully more songs that are geared towards me. With the next one being Friend. So let's see what that one's gonna sound like in 3, 2, 1.
매일 항상 함께일 거라고 믿었지 때론 서로에게 서툴게 됐지 서로의
I swear he can do literally any kind of song.
그때 몰랐어 우린 돌아갈 수 없는 시절 함께했었지 그때 모습 하나도 없었으니
Honestly, I feel like if there's one thing that would make his music better for me, is if it was in English. Because with his voice and the kind of songs that he does, it's exactly what I listen to in English. Okay, this one is actually pretty good. I'm liking this one. But I gotta say, this album turned out to be more Christmassy than I thought or expected. But I guess it was released in like late November, so it makes sense. Man, I really like the vibe of his songs. And I think the reason why I like his title track so much more is because he uses a much wider range in the title tracks. Because by the nature of what the title tracks tend to be. But I do like this chorus a lot. Honestly, out of the B-sides, this might be the best one. I feel like I like it more even than All. Okay. Honestly, I like this one a lot. It's faster paced, it's surprisingly Christmassy again, but it's really entertaining and it feels like it's the most impactful B-side so far, as well as the most memorable outside of the first one. So I definitely really like it a lot, but I feel like still there's some things left to be desired in terms of the I don't know what to call it, like the polishedness of this song. I feel like they could have polished it up a little bit more because it feels like it's not quite complete, but I do like it a lot, and it's pretty cool. I guess wished I was still hoping for something a little bit more energetic with this one, but I do like it a lot. It's definitely the most memorable outside of the music video ones, you know. So in terms of a rating for this one, I'm gonna give it a 9.2 out of 10, which is pretty up there even for GAHO's music. But yeah, now we're gonna be getting into the final song of this video, that being GAHO's Like the Moon. And with the name like that, I feel like it's probably gonna be another ballad, which I'm gonna be honest, I really can't take another ballad. I just want to get another more energetic kind of song and be done with this, because I'm starting to get a little too tired, but I gotta finish this video. So yeah, let's get into GAHO's Like the Moon, and hopefully I'm gonna like it in 3, 2, 1.
태양은 지나가 벌써 새벽에 달이 찾아와 저 달은 마침날 계속 내려다보는 것 같아 달고 있을까
Okay, it's definitely gonna be another slow song, which is a little bit of a shame. But I still got 2 more really good songs from him, so I'm not gonna complain.
비춰져 닿을 듯해 어둠 사이 불빛
Okay, this one is surprisingly retro.
날 위로하는 듯해 저 달은 날 안아줄 것
I kind of like it because of that though.
자리 걸으면 세상은 어느새 고요한가 지루한 밤이야 오늘 하루는 너무 긴 것 같아 달고 있을까 밤하늘 별빛은 나만의 모든 고민
And this album started off so good. I feel like it kind of ended up devolving, especially in the last songs, into too many slow songs for me. Because like, he's still a really good vocalist, and I still enjoy these songs more with him singing them than I would with anybody else. But I am just disappointed because I feel like we started off really cool with songs that I kind of like, but now we've devolved into ballads completely. Which, like, if that is your thing, that is completely fine. But for me personally, I'm not too into them. I just like more energetic and fast-paced stuff. That's why I like the title track music, the music video ones so much. I do like the chorus part of this song though. Like I said, it's kind of retro and I kind of like it. It has a weirdly melancholic vibe to it. And it feels like a song that I would listen to at like the end of the year. Which would have been fitting if I reacted to this album before New Year's, but what can you do? I was busy. Okay, so that was the final song of this album. Overall, like I said, I mean, I guess I should first get into the rating for this one. I don't know. 8.9 out of 10. Like, I like it. I kind of like what he's going for, but ultimately, I just don't. I won't ever really think about this song again because it's just not something that I would enjoy listening to in my free time. I'll never put this song on whenever I'm driving my car or anything along those lines. But I have listened to Right Now in my car, and I will be listening to Ride in my car. But never something like this. If I listen to a song like this, like I said, it would be something that I might put on whenever I'm feeling kind of melancholic and whenever like maybe the year is ending. Which is rare, so I'm not really gonna listen to this song again. But it's not a bad song. If you're into this kind of stuff, it's pretty good. Like I said, it's par for the course with GAHO. Like, all his songs are more interesting for me than they otherwise would have been if it wasn't GAHO singing them. So, there's that. So yeah, like I said, 8.9 out of 10 for this one. And overall, we started off this album pretty good. Like, the first 4 songs, I had faults with them. I kind of, one by one, they were kind of getting less interesting, or should I say less, I don't know what word to use, because they, I guess less fun for me is one way to describe them. But they weren't bad. I was still like into them. They were close enough to what his title track Right Now was, so I was like okay with it. Then there were the 2 music videos, which I enjoyed a lot. But now with the last 4 songs, they're definitely my least favorite. That's for sure, I would say. I guess not Friend, because that one was kind of fun. But High, Crush, and Like the Moon are my least favorite. Not because they're bad, because there's still a lot of good with GAHO singing them, but they're just the least interesting for me, and thus the least engaging. Which is a damn shame. But still, at the end of the day, we did get 2 more good songs from him that I'm gonna be listening to, so I can't complain too much. And overall, this album still really shows how good of a vocalist he is, and he's very underrated. I just feel like he should have a little more of a balance between the kind of songs that he does in the B-sides, to not overwhelm the listener with just slow and kind of unengaging songs. Like, if you're into this kind of thing, it's perfectly fine, and there's a lot of that for you in this album. But for somebody like me who likes his title tracks but doesn't really engage too much with his B-sides because of how slow they are, I would like a little bit more of a variety in the tempo. But yeah, I don't know. What did you guys think about this album and these songs specifically that I checked out in this video? Comment down below and let's have a discussion about it. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 2 patrons on Patreon, Omari Bridgman and Deadpool. Thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me to have decided to support me and continue to support me for such a long time. It really means a lot. I hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me over there for a long time. Thank you very much. And now, before we end this video, I just want to talk about something to you guys very quickly, which some of you may or may have not noticed before or know about me. That being the fact that I am trans. And yes, this may come as shocking to some of you because I don't really flaunt it that much on my channel, or at least I feel like I don't. Outside of like my K-pop reactions, which is where I feel like the most comfortable being myself like this. And yeah, I am in fact trans. I'm not necessarily full-on male to female, but I heavily want to transition to being pretty female. I do consider myself more non-binary though, or maybe gender fluid would be the best descriptor as well, because I do have occasional moments where I feel fine being like just a normal guy, but most of the time, like right now, I do feel very dysphoric. And that's why I'm asking you guys for any help that you can give me, because my situation right now, I don't really see any way outside of you guys' help. Because, and this is gonna be kept short and concise, I live with my parents. They're never going to accept me as a trans person. They just never will. And as a matter of fact, back when I started the YouTube channel, I was actually kind of slightly starting my transition back then, with like starting to grow out my hair. I even got to DIY HRT, but because my parents started noticing certain things, like my behavior had changed a lot and my clothes had changed a lot, I kind of had to stop doing that because they were constantly nagging me about cutting my hair and just started to kind of be threatening in a certain way, and felt like they were ashamed of me and everything. And that just kind of stress just tired me out to the point where I just gave up. But as dysphoria goes, it just doesn't go away, you know. I still feel like this, and in fact it's somewhat been intensifying again recently, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, I would really appreciate any amount of support you can give me in regards to this, because I just don't see any way out of this. Because even if I moved out of my parents' house and got myself a job and everything, that's just not gonna work for long-term planning, because once I transition, it's like I probably will not be able to get myself a job, because my country is very transphobic. Nobody gives a shit about LGBT people at all. So there's not even much I can do even in terms of transitioning here. So yeah, I don't know. I just would appreciate any amount of support you can give me, be it monetarily or in any way otherwise. And this is not about boosting my channel or anything, or guilt tripping you with my sob story. I just wanted to get this off my chest and make my subscribers aware of the situation that I am in, and that I would appreciate anything that you guys can help me out with. It would mean literally everything. Like, for example, a friend that I made after starting this YouTube channel, my good friend Yuri, has been helping me out a lot. And I genuinely might have not been here if it wasn't for him showing up and befriending me. So yeah, this just went a little bit longer than I intended, but I would just really appreciate anything you can support me with. That's kind of ultimately what I'm trying to say. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Twitter if you don't follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories, or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!